All right, let's be real. If you've ever tried to learn programming, you know the feeling, right? Staring at a screen for hours, just completely lost in a sea of confusing code, totally overwhelmed. It used to be this slow, painful climb. But guess what? That's all changing. Today, AI has completely flipped the script. Learning to code is now more like a partnership, a collaboration. You can literally go from zero to building actual, real projects faster than anyone ever thought possible. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how you can do it, step by step.
So here's the game plan. First, we'll dive into the AI revolution itself. Then, I'll show you how to turn AI into your own personal tutor. After that, we'll get hands-on with learning by doing and start building some real-world projects. I'll even give you my list of the most powerful prompts you can use. And finally, we'll take a peek at what this all means for the future of learning.
All right, first up, the AI revolution in coding. This is all about moving from that classic frustration to some serious acceleration.
Man, this quote just hits home for so many people, doesn't it? We've all been there. You hit that one cryptic error message and suddenly, your whole day is gone. You're just stuck. It felt like you needed superhuman patience or a personal mentor just to survive. But that world is pretty much over. AI completely changes the game. It's not just some tool you use, it's your partner. Think of it as a collaborator that's there for you 24/7, ready to answer any question, fix any mistake, and just guide you. This makes programming more accessible and way, way faster to learn than ever before. Okay, so how do we actually make this happen? Well, the very first step is turning that AI into your own personal tutor. This is how you get started the smart way. This is the question, isn't it? It's the biggest hurdle for everyone. You look at all the options: JavaScript, Python, C#, Go, and it's just paralyzing. In the old days, you'd spend weeks just researching what to learn. With AI, you can get a clear answer in like seconds. And the solution is actually way simpler than you'd think. You don't need to get bogged down in technical details. You just need to know one thing. What do you want to build? Just tell the AI your goal. I want to build websites, or mobile apps, or maybe automate boring tasks. Whatever it is, the AI will point you to the perfect language. And you know what? More often than not, especially if you're a beginner, the answer is going to be Python. And there's a good reason for that. Its syntax is clean and easy to read, it's super powerful, and this is the big one, it has amazing support inside AI tools, which just makes your whole learning journey so much smoother. So it really boils down to this simple 3-step process. Step 1, tell the AI what you want to do. Step 2, ask it what language to use. And step 3, and this is where the real magic happens, ask the AI to create a personalized learning plan just for you. And seriously, it can be as simple as this prompt right here. You tell it, teach me Python from 0 in 30 daily lessons, and boom, you have an instant structured course. But here's a little pro tip. Get creative. Tell it something like, explain everything using analogies about cooking. The AI will totally adapt to your learning style. It's amazing. Okay, you've got your custom lesson plan. Awesome. But let's be honest, you can only watch so many tutorials. To really learn this stuff, you have to move from theory to practice. It's time to get your hands dirty. Look, this is just a fundamental truth in the programming world. The fastest and really the only way to learn is by actually writing code. You learn by doing, by failing, and by fixing your mistakes. The old problem was, where do I find enough practice exercises? Well, now your AI can spit out an endless supply of them, perfectly matched to your skill level. And you can use simple prompts, just like these, to basically turn practice into a game. I especially love that second one. Give me a challenge and wait for my answer. It really forces you to problem solve on your own, but you still have that safety net. You know the expert explanation is right there when you need it. Okay, and this right here, this is where things get truly mind-blowing. On the left, that's the classic beginner experience, right? Buggy, messy code, a wall of red error text. But on the right, that's what happens when you bring in your AI pair programmer. It doesn't just fix your code, it makes it cleaner, more efficient, and this is the most important part. It explains why it made those changes. Every single mistake becomes a learning opportunity. I call this the AI debugging loop, and it is honestly the biggest time saver you will ever find. It turns that demoralizing red error text into a genuine superpower. You just paste in the error message, ask why this is happening, get the fix, and crucially, learn how to avoid it next time. This little loop will save you hundreds of hours of frustration. I am not kidding.
All right, we've moved past simple exercises. Now it's time for the main event, building actual real-world projects. And this is where your AI levels up from a tutor to a full-on project mentor. So once you've got the basics down, it's time to build something tangible. Now, these projects might look simple, but they are the perfect first steps. A calculator, a weather app. Each one teaches you really important core concepts. And the best part? You're not alone. You can literally ask your AI, hey, suggest a good beginner project for me, and then walk me through it step by step. Now, this brings me to a super important rule. Please do not just copy and paste code. That's a trap. Your goal isn't just to get it working, it's to understand how it works. So anytime the AI gives you a chunk of code you don't get, your very next prompt should be, explain this code to me line by line. And this ability to just translate complexity into simplicity is where the AI is an absolute superstar. It takes these big, scary-sounding concepts, things like algorithms, which are really just recipes, or APIs, which are kind of like waiters connecting different apps, and data structures, which are just clever ways to organize your information, and it explains them in a way that actually makes sense. So after you've knocked out a few of those smaller projects, you're going to feel that confidence boost. You'll be ready for something bigger. And at that point, your AI becomes something like a 24/7 senior engineer. It can help you map out the whole project's architecture, the main blueprint, and even help you with deployment, which is just the fancy word for getting your creation out on the internet for everyone to see. Okay, we've gone through the whole journey. So now let's boil it all down into the absolute must-have prompts. Think of this as your ultimate AI toolkit. These right here are your power-ups, your cheat codes. If you need a learning plan, teach me in daily lessons. If you need practice, generate coding exercises. If you don't understand something, explain my code like I'm a beginner. If you're stuck, fix this error and explain it. Honestly, these are your shortcuts to learning way faster. So this brings us to the big picture, the future of learning. And what this all means is that the barrier to becoming a creator, a builder, an innovator, well, it's never ever been lower. Your journey can literally begin right now. When you think about it, your AI partner wears a lot of hats, right? It's your personal teacher at the beginning. It's your interactive coach when you need to practice. It's your pair programmer when you hit a wall. And it's your project mentor when you're ready to build big. It's basically a complete support system, all in one. So in the end, learning to program with AI, it isn't just easier. It's smarter, it's faster, and you know what? It's actually a lot more fun. The only secret is to start today and just be consistent. Seriously, even just 30 minutes a day with your AI guide, you are going to be absolutely blown away by how fast you grow and what you can create. So, I'll just leave you with this one last thought. The tools are here. The path is clearer than it's ever been. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?